Everyone, so now we're getting into the 12-week postpartum mark, and this is something where we're going to go through a position called high kneeling bear position. We will get into the low kneeling portion of it once we get a little bit farther in the postpartum period, but this one is going to now start engaging not only the core but the lower body strength. We're really focusing on stabilization in this position. Nothing needs to be really fast movements. Everything is very slow so that we can get stabilization in our movements, in our fine motor movements, as well as engaging our core with that 360 breathing. So the first thing we're going to do is you can start out in the kneeling position like we always do. Try to set your ground, get your breath, engage those shoulder blades so that we're not hunched or in a crowded position in this position, and then we're going to start to get up onto our toes and do a high kneeling like this. It's okay to shake. If there is some shaking, to start focusing in on the breath, making sure that our back is straight. We're not doing this and we're not doing this. We're straight and neutral like this. Hold this position for about 10 seconds, engaging in that breathing, holding, and then come down and do that again. So again, this is something that you're going to do in the 12-week mark. It takes a little bit more lower abdominal strength, leg strength, stabilization of the shoulder blades. So it's a little bit more of a in-depth position that is not only engaging the core but engaging all different muscle groups. So, all right, guys, now that we've hit our 3 months postpartum mark, congrats, mamas. We are going to now progress more into that tripod that we talked about in the 6 to 8 week mark, and then we incorporated the arm extension of the opposite arm. Now we're not only going to incorporate the arm extension again, but we are now going to open up our chest. So I'm going to show you that. First, I'm going to get in the normal tripod position. Remember, place your foot next to your hand like this. Neutral spine, engage those shoulder blades. Opposite arm extension, start breathing. Focus on the breath. Arm extension like this. Then, now with that, after the arm extension, you're going to now open up this side of the body like this. Make sure that we're stabilized. Make sure that we are not moving too much, swaying too much. Some sway is okay. And then we're coming back. Holding for about 3 seconds, coming back. Making sure that we are not going past our mark and going like this. Making sure that we are keeping everything in line here, and so that we are not increasing our instability. So in this position, you are able to open up the chest. These pec muscles sometimes get very tight with breastfeeding like this. So we want to open up this chest cavity, make sure that we're still focusing on our breath, engaging and planting with our lower body, as well as engaging the stability of our shoulder blades. So this is the modified 3-month supine position for mamas who either aren't ready to fully brace the core and have no weight supporting those legs. If you need support, you can either put a chair or a bolster. I've had a makeshift pillow on top of a bolster here, but same thing as before, slow controlled movements with that diaphragm breathing. Opposite arm, opposite leg normally, but in this one you can just focus on the arms first so that we don't have to engage our core as much in case we have either abdominal pain, we have the beginning of a diastasis and we want to get cleared from our healthcare professional about that. This is completely safe because we're not fully engaging the core as much as if we would when we lifted our legs, so we don't have any bracing of the abdominal wall.